You're going to be on location with me as I stage a client's house to get it sold. Let's go. Good morning, lifestylers, and welcome to Lifestyle with Latasha. Well, guess what? You're going to be on a journey with me today as we are preparing to stage another listing that we have coming on the market. And we're really excited about it. We've got the car loaded down with stuff that we're going to be decorating the house with so that we can get this home sold online before it actually even has the first guest come through the door. And that is our mission. So come along with us today. This is my daughter, Taylor. Hi.
Hi.
And my business partner. And so we are getting ready to get this taken care of. So stay tuned to see what it looks like. Take care. Bye. All right, guys, we are here on location, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to let you, with the permission of the owner of this property, take a tour to get a brief overview of what the space actually looked like when we arrived. Granted, we had already made some minor adjustments when we initially toured this property. However, we are going back in now to decorate it and get it ready for the professional photographer to come in. The way that we do this is that we will give them an overview of the items that need to be addressed in the home, and then we bring back in items that we think would be great enhancements for the property to allow it to be sold online before anyone comes through the door. So we're looking at it before we had made any of additional adjustments that we were going to do to the property to get it ready, and then we're going to transition into us doing the actual staging for this property. So stay tuned, and if this is something that you're interested in seeing, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and of course, leave your comments down below and share it with a friend. In the meantime, let's get started. Well, all right, we are getting started in the main living area on this 2-story home. Taylor is going to be getting us started by redoing the living room space, the kitchen area, and the eat-in kitchen area. And what you see her doing now is she is literally gathering up all of the seller's personal items where the seller has already kind of started to declutter. She's going to have those items go ahead and be put into a closet where she has already begun packing. So when you're getting ready to put your home on the market, it is vitally important that you declutter and that you make things look as neutral as possible, as reduced clutter as possible, and as close to a model home as possible. Think about it, guys. When you're putting your home on the market, you are wanting your home to look as if people could absolutely move right in. So this is why we bring things in that are more of a neutral tone, that basically scale down the lived in vibe of what your home actually looks like. It actually gives the buyers that are coming through the door more of an opportunity to see themselves in that space. And guys, it's the same way we do with our home. We make it cozy, we make it comfortable, and we make people absolutely feel as if they're at home when they walk through the door. So as you can see here, the home is pretty much neutral, even though she does have pops of green on her walls. It is such a soft green that it looks more like a nature vibe. The reason we brought in some of the colors that we did is we thought it would be a great enhancement to kind of create that still organic feel by bringing in natural woods and things of that nature. So now Taylor is gone over to the kitchen, and the very first thing that she did was she removed a cooktop oven that was on the counter. Removing things that are on your countertops to reduce clutter also makes your home sell faster because people see that it has plenty of countertop space. To bring over a cohesive look, we brought in some cutting boards that just are going to bring that brown woodsy element over into the kitchen. And then we kept it really simple on the island by placing just a bowl that had a nature inspired organic floral to it as well. It's funny because at this time we didn't record the conversation that was being had, but oftentimes when we come into the space and we begin to stage our clients' homes, we get the conversation of them saying, "Oh my God, I never thought about doing that. Oh my God, that looks so great. I wish I had thought to do that. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I don't know if I want to sell." And they end up doing it, but people just don't realize that a lot of times you truly can recreate your space by taking things and move around, taking things from room to room, shopping your home, moving things around, changing out rugs, changing out decor over time. It is the exact same thing that I do in my home and on this YouTube channel. It's showing you that sometimes it literally can transform a space just by changing things around. And so now this is what Taylor was able to do in the kitchen. As you can see, we kept it really simple on the island because we didn't want a lot. We brought in just some decor bowls. Some of these items actually belong to the seller, and some of them were ours that we just combined with her items just to make this space. As I said before, some of these things you've seen many a times on my YouTube channel, so they're not anything new, but it's just showing how you can change things out and create this space. Love the brown element, ties in with the living room to let that space be cohesive all the way across the board. And that's what we want. When people come through the door, they're going to be able to say, "Oh my gosh, look at all this countertop space. Oh my gosh, look at how good this looks in the corner." That's what it's really all about. And now we're going back over into the living room, and these are some of the items that the seller already had. And we love the fact that it was such an artsy vibe in her space with the colors and the pops of blue and the pops of green. It was just absolutely stunning. And we love the fact that in this corner over here, which you're going to see in just a moment, one of the simplest tricks that I absolutely fell in love with and I will be utilizing is those mirrors on that back wall. A simple table, some simple florals, oversized art is always great, but look at this space. This was stunning. Those mirrors, as expensive as it looks, those are $7 mirrors from Walmart, and she got 5 of them and put them together to create a vibe. Guys, this was absolutely stunning. We once again kept it cohesive, and these are things that we had actually done the day before. So we didn't bring these items in. These were items that she had never thought to put together. So keeping with the green elements and that pop of color, just absolutely beautiful. Now, we're moving right upstairs, and what you're going to see us do is we're going to take this space and we're going to transform it. Some of the things that we've done here, she had painted this color. Unfortunately, as we're getting ready to sell, she no longer liked it. However, we're in a time crunch, and so we decided that we're going to make it work. She had these beautiful lamps in 2 different rooms in her home. We brought them into this space, and then what we decided to do was bring in a gray comforter set that I actually have on standby, and we were going to make this space cohesive by incorporating the color of that wall with the color of that comforter. Those lamps were perfect. The great thing about them is that they're extremely tall. They had to have been almost 40 inches tall. And the great thing about that is because her room wall was vaulted, it gave such an illusion and allowed that light to shine up and down on her wall. She did not have a headboard. However, she had that piece of art in the garage packed up, ready to go. And guess what, guys? It was orange. It was a completely orange canvas. And what we decided to do was, because she's an artist, she took some natural paint of a white color and literally went and repainted that canvas. So guys, think about this. Don't throw away art when you have it. Transform it into something else. And then we brought in the gray, but we utilized her pillows that she already had to bring out pops of color from that wall to make it look like it was meant to be that way. And by the time we got through with this space, I'm going to bring in a couple of more decor items. I brought in a little ball that I had just got from Amazon. And of course, I'll link that down below. But I absolutely love the way that this turned out. Now, just to make it more luxurious, I'm going to bring in a white tray to continue the theme of the gray and the purple and the white, to allow it to all flow together and make a space that is eye-catching. So here I brought in a tray just to continue to beef up this luxurious owner suite. However, I'm going to end up deciding to move it off the bed. So in her guest bedroom, she had a bench. The unfortunate thing is that bench was supersized and it took up too much space. So we actually brought it into the owner suite and we placed it at the foot of her bed because we thought it would be more appropriate in that space. And it would just allow the owner suite to be ramped up a little bit in the way that it appealed to buyers. So guys, I hope that you're enjoying seeing us at work and what we do every day with our clients. We decided that thought this would be a fun opportunity for you to get a little bit of insight into our experience. And as we put in the final touches, this is the way the owner suite turned out. It is so pretty. And once she saw it, she said, "Oh my God, I love the color again." It is more personalized than most people would like. However, the great thing about it is that she did not do the entire space. She only did an accent wall. And so a lot of times when we're living in our space, we want to personalize it and we want to do things because those are our favorite colors, and I completely get it. Just keep in mind, try not to do those things where it consumes an entire space and it will be more of a challenge to change it. So we decided to leave it. We were in a time crunch, as I mentioned before. We chose to leave it and we just enhanced it as best as we could. So I hope that you're liking what you're seeing so far. Of course, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel because we've got more to come. Honestly, tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think about this space? And now we're moving straight into the owner suite bath. And so in here, what we did was we removed the rugs. We brought in some art and placed it over the tub. You've seen my tub caddy there before. We brought it in just to make it look so spa-like and relaxing. And guys, I think it was beautiful. We wanted to showcase the countertop space. So removing the clutter, cleaning the showers, all of those things are so vitally important. And a final thing that we're going to do in this space is we're going to tackle this guest room. Now, if you saw the picture in the beginning, this room was a catch-all for all of her art supplies, art decor, and paintings that she had done over time. I mean, it was overloaded. I'm gonna be honest, I was so surprised that she was able to get this tackle. But what you've seen me do is we've continued to enhance that space. You see that wooden shelving unit that's over there on the side. I'm actually going to take that and move it to the opposite side of the room. That art was something that she had behind the bed on the floor. We had her put it up on the wall. We took that shelf, moved it to the other corner, brought the lamp on this side, and brought in a neutral color bedspread with pops of green, once again keeping the space cohesive, and even to the point of the coffee table book that we were able to place on the bed. We found a page that had the pops of green in there to make it cohesive with what was on her bed. Added in a couple of tapered candles, and voila, it was the perfect guest bedroom waiting for anyone to come in, stay the night. This is what you want buyers to be able to see when you are putting your home on the market. And as you can see here, she even had art tied into the space and had the little pops of color to match what we were doing in that room. It turned out beautifully. Here is the bathroom that is next to the guest room. In this space before, there was a shelving unit. We had her take that down, and she had art that she had done that matched perfectly with space. And then the final space that we did at this home was we went out into her patio space, and out here she had this space that we took all of this greenery. It was so overgrown, and we had her bring in black mulch, and we took her little settee set and we put it out there on that side. We put these lounge chairs here. The patio had been pressure washed, and then we brought in a pop of color with the umbrella. And with that being said, guys, that was all. This home is now on the market and is ready for its new owner to take place. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.